Alrighty, I checked the, the blacksmith. I noticed we're very close to being able to upgrade the blacksmith again, which will let me either, I don't know which one I'll do yet, but I'll be able to get my armor up one more rank, or my weapons up one more rank if I get a few more deeds, so that's gonna be my goal. I figure the reason why I have so much trouble with my top tier group of level 3 characters is that, they might be higher level, but that just means that they've unlocked access to new upgrades. But if my buildings themselves aren't high enough level, then I can't buy those upgrades, and therefore they're basically they're functionally not level 3s. They just have the ability to be level 3s. Basically, is what's going on there. It's their resolve level. I think it's called, right? Resolve? Yeah, resolve experience. So that's the best way to think of this stuff. Is like these guys are level 3 in function, like that's their potential is their resolve level. Because as you can tell though, they're like all their weapons and armor are level 1 or 2, and most of their so like I need to upgrade my blacksmith so I can get those better, and I need to upgrade my guild so I can upgrade to the level 3 versions of their most used skills, which all cost money and deeds, and that's gonna cost me portraits to get the guild up. But I'm gonna prioritize the I'm arbitrarily prioritizing the blacksmith for now. You'll notice I took along, I'll go back real quick just to show you guys for sure. So this time my tank's going to be boss monster, my healer's going to be ballad boxer again, and then Serene Eclipse and Patui are going to be my DPS slash debuffer, like middle rank people that are not in the front lines as much. Let's take a quick look at their, let's see, Serene Eclipse versus Patui. Serene Eclipse has more hit points, way less dodge, and 0 protection. So probably the best person right now is going to... I probably have Patui in the second rank because they have a 25 dodge, which is crazy. Although their preferred position is not... Yeah, they can't use... Yeah, they actually can't use as many abilities if they're in that slot, so maybe they are going to be in the third slot. Okay. But this person has... bonus dodge, bonus crit, and overall a net gain in damage because it's minus 12 plus 15, so it's overall plus 3. 30% bonus to debuff skills, but they're prone to death blows, and they consume more food, so I'll have to bring extra food along. But this is a nice overall though. If I supply these are interesting items to put it in conjunction because normally the debuffs are like, they're way more likely to take all these crazy negative effects and stuff, but in this case it's like, no, they have crazy stats, and their downside is that if you let them be in a deadly situation, they might be more likely to die, but at that point, that's just a bad situation, and just gotta be a little more careful with your food supply. So we're gonna be doing another short level 1 mission, and it seems like a good approach because I need, let's see, I need to get more money, and I need more crests. I mean, not crests, I don't need crests at all, I have too many crests. I need to supply myself with a nice amount of, whatchamacallsums. My brain is completely shutting down right now. Let's just go ahead and get to work. Yeah. I need more money, I need more deeds, which I'll hopefully get here, and if I'm lucky, might even get some, a nice little handful of, what do you call them? Portraits while we're out there. Because I need portraits and crests, which has basically been the sum of the last several episodes I've done.
Sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
So looking at the map, we have one backtrack requirement, assuming scouting... Let's see, complete 100% of room battles, so I'm good at... Let's see, I'll go down 1, and then I'll go down again probably to continue. And we'll see what happens from there. But I'll only have to go down through that one direct... Oh, we have a surprise trap. Can I not move backwards right now? What's going on there? So did I somehow miss something in the... Oh, it's a corpse. Yeah, I don't need to touch that. Let's not play with corpses this early in the... What? I feel like these two things that are right next to me were not on the map a second ago, and they just sort of materialized in front of me. Weird. Anyway, oh, I let the light get a little low, so if this is a fight, I might be surprised, but it's not a fight, so I'm not surprised, which is surprising in its own right. Alright, this is going to be our little round trip where we check out this room and then have to take a trip back. Ah, here goes our shovel.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
If we're unlucky...
Malformed with
no, boss monster, don't. You klepto. Okay, nothing of value. That's good. So I'm avoiding bodies because people have criticized that I checked him. Oh, I forgot to do a torch real quick because it's getting dark fast. Nothing in here. Okay. Kind of an uneventful run so far. But, I'm avoiding checking certain things because... Wow, we're hungry already. Alright, that's why I bring so much food. You'll notice that I used 5 instead of, normally, I use, 4 food because I have 4 people to feed, but I used 5 because Patui uses 100% more. What is this? Now, this thing isn't necessarily always bad. I'll check it with Patui. Strange glow behind it, and it's nothing of interest. Okay, that's fine. It's better than something of interest that's bad, in an interestingly bad way of death. Because the game loves to do that to me. Okay, so Patui, as a refresher, has the ability to poison people, anyone who's not in the front. 2 blight for 3 rounds, which is pretty good, and it immediately buffs myself to do have more accuracy for the rest of the fight, which is also good. Blight, these guys have really great blight resistance though, so it's not going to work for me. I can do the AoE daggers. I can lunge, but that'll mess up my party composition, or I can just start hitting somebody. I think I might go for the poison on the back guy, because they're a fairly high chance of getting, blight, so that'll help out. And the fact that I did that means that, let's try to stun somebody. Oh, they can't be stunned. Okay. The spider can probably be stunned, but they're about to bleed out anyway. I'm just gonna go for a little bit of, let's see, we took a little bit of damage on Boss Monster from that trap earlier, so let's fix that. Alright, so, Boss Monster has a self-heal, stunning blow, and an AoE. AoE seems logical, these guys go down pretty quick. This character has a melee, a crowd rearranger, and a stun, so I'm just going to start wailing on people.
As the fiend
There we go.
A faint hope
It's all about just ending it. With these trash mobs, it's mostly just about ending it fast without letting things get worse unexpectedly. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay.
Give them no quarter.
If I did that much damage from the get-go, I guess I guess it may have been pointless to try to poison that person. Whoopsie.
Confidence surges as the enemy
Anyway,
crumbles.
conflict resolved, money acquired. Ah, and immediately we have a problem. Let's light a torch just in case I get ambushed while I'm doing this. I'm gonna have to clear this obstacle by hand,
Without tools of
which
iron,
means everyone's gonna be
you
in a
must
bad
rely
mood.
on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Boss Monster's doing very poorly. Let's see, let's take this health stone off of him. It's giving him some bonus, yeah. That health stone was giving him bonus hit points by like 10%, which is like 4 hit points for him, but the loss of stress resistance was definitely starting to do him in. And I'd rather not have someone go crazy midway through this run. Another empty room. Wow. Completing 100% of the room battles is going to go by pretty fast at this rate. Let's check this out. I'm sure, what could happen? It's probably something terrible. Sometimes a tree is just a tree. Alright. It's a Freud reference. And we're surprised. Oh, because did I let myself go 1 pixel below? Oh no, I have light's pretty much as good as it can get. I just got unlucky a little bit. Alright, so these guys have 8 hit points each, and they're easy to hit, so let's just... I guess I'll just smack them. Not much reason to waste time midway through a combat trying to rearrange my party when I could potentially just wipe these dudes out right here. Like that. Yeah. Everyone has some form of attack they can use. Taken care of. If they don't even get a chance to respond, then no one takes damage and I can proceed pretty safely. So far, this run's going about as smoothly as it could possibly go. I might, if it goes fast enough, I might actually have to stack like a second short run in the same episode, because at some point, I said 1 run per episode, but at some point the length of a run is just too short. Oh, this is... No, don't touch it. Oh, god damn it, Patui. Oh. Okay, nothing happened at least. Patui, what's your thing for... Obsessed with sainthood. Okay. So they saw a religious symbol and just had to grab it immediately. Wow, 3 obstacles right off the bat. Unfortunately, there's just no accounting for this kind of stuff. There's no way of knowing, but one thing for sure is that Boss Monster is going to need some treatment after this. That's fine though. I can easily switch between Boss Monster and... Wow, has there been a single room battle yet? I think I've only had hallway battles. So it looks like this last room's going to be the only room battle, which is the only place I have to go to for the entire quest, basically. I'm fine with Boss Monster getting some high stress as long as he doesn't completely lose his mind, because I sometimes a tree is just a tree. I can easily use my... You're a grave digger. You're a grave robber. Of course you're gonna look at this grave. Uh-oh. Grave dig... What do you mean? Oh, syphilis? Really? Come on. Sometimes a grave digger... Being a grave digger is not the healthiest profession. You're a freaking grave robber. You should have more experience in this. I'm so... Damn it, that's an expensive thing to fix. Okay. But yeah, I can easily swap out my, my Crusader with a Hellion between fights, so I'm not too concerned about not having him around. Gonna use our last torch as we enter this room, because it's the last room. So whatever happens, happens. Here we go. Here's an actual fight. I was starting to wonder if one was gonna actually happen. Alright, so I can start off with a Flashing Daggers AoE, 2 to 4 to 2 guys, not a ton. I can... Probably want to do Poison Dart. It can do a bunch of damage to them throughout the fight. Who's least resistant to poison? All of them only have 25% chance of resisting. This guy has a lower chance of dodging it though, and it'll give me more accuracy, so that's good for me. There we go. I might just start spamming a blight across the board to everyone one by one, just to weaken people all around. Resisted the bleed. Right now my goal is to hopefully get through this fight without maxing out the stress on boss monster, which will be hard because his stress is at 97. I would love to use an ability that would reduce his stress, but I can't really do so. So, just gonna have to get... Oh, a crit! That's exactly what I need. Oh, come on. It made everyone except for him feel better. That's not what I want. I want him to feel better. Is that a stressful incantation? Oh no, Ballot's gonna need a recovery. That's not good, because I kind of need them as a healer. Uh-oh. Man, you really didn't do much this run, did you, as the healer, because no one took damage. And I don't really have any stress reducing abilities. Replacing Ballot's going to be harder. I might have to recruit another Vestal just to keep the cycle going, because I don't have enough copies of them. Makes sense, though, because Ballot is gaining experience. Before long, they could hit level 3 and leave everyone else in the dust, not being able to join in. So let's go for a stun on the guy that's going to be... Yeah, let's go on for the guy that will be around longer, because the other person cannot be killed by the attack. Stun. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, the other person was already stunned too. That's a more important thing to take into account. So I can go for a collect bounty. By the way, someone said Mark for Death increases damage from all targets. As far as I can tell, that's simply not true. Nothing in the game says that. None of the wikis say that. I think that person may have been making up their own interpretation, but I could be wrong. As far as I can tell, Mark for Death only affects mark-based targets, mark-based attacks. So basically, none of my abilities. I'm just gonna try to finish someone off if I can, which I pretty much can. Okay. Or I could miss someone who's stunned. You know, the easiest thing to hit in the world. Let's go for an AOE. Oh, that was weak. Okay, I'll take it. Stressful incantation, oh no! At least they're using it on the people who aren't about to lose their minds. But it might make me rethink who I bring on my next mission, though. Unfortunately for these guys, the rest of the... Like, they're giving it their all trying to fight me, but the rest of the tension up to this point... Uh-oh, we just maxed out... Ooh, good. Came out A-okay for me. Ooh, and it's recovering stress for everybody.
But not this one.
Ballot Boxer is... Wow. That recovery is great, because that means Ballot Boxer I could probably bring them into my next fight without worrying about it. I could just casually bring them into the next encounter. Look at that, everyone's recovering stress. If this keeps going, I won't even need to send anyone to heal up between rounds. Let's go for the group heal, I think. At this point, if this guy's going to keep recovering people's stress, I kind of want the fight to last longer just so I can recover more stress on boss monster before the fight's over. Don't know if it'll keep working that way, though. Either way, he's way lower than he was earlier. He lost a good 10 or so. Oh, it's a crit on oh, no. Wow, that turned so fast. So much for things looking up, huh? God damn it. So, my tank just became a coward. That's good. That's great. That's what I was hoping would happen. Okay, let's poison some assholes. Or they could miss. Okay, now everything's going poorly for me. Uh-oh. Let's try to finish this dude off in the front. Just to reduce the number of enemies, but the two people left over, unfortunately, are the two people that are most likely to throw debuffs and demoralizing attacks at me, which is the last thing I want to deal with, so let's try stunning some of these dudes. Specifically the one that I don't think is resistant right now. There we go. Let's make a mess. Oh, that was not very strong. Probably doesn't help that he's fearful. He probably does less, yeah, he does less damage too. Just to add to the pile. Well, I was gonna say I could put the health ring back on him, but I guess it won't do anything because he's already lost the hit points anyway at this point. I might be able to do a lot of damage with a lunge. Yeah, let's have some fun here. Fuck it. Whee! Oh no, I'm in the front against this one occultist. And they're not even attacking her anyway, so who gives a shit? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright. Everyone just gang up on her, and we'll wrap this up. There we go. So no one took significant damage, everything went fine, got some crests, anti-venom for no good reason, because the run's over anyway. But hey, no significant damage, but unfortunately, boss monster has lost his mind. That's fine though, I can pay the fee to get him healed up while our Hellion takes over tanking duties next round. Might have Serene Eclipse sit out around too, because they're also pretty high, but thankfully Ballot Boxer, who I was concerned with not being able to take on the next run, basically recovered all of their stress because the coin flip came out in their favor. For those of you that don't know, there's basically every time you max out your stress, you can get either a good or bad thing happening, and I think it just picks randomly from the list, so I think you have an equal chance of any of the options happening, but there's a few more bad things that can happen than good things, and that's why you get a different number overall. Oh, there's a grave over here. I guess I should do like my grave robbing thing, huh? A coffin. It is slightly ajar. Let's try using the key on it just because I have one. That had no effect. Okay. What about anti-venom? Okay, well I'm just throwing stuff at it that's just sitting here in my inventory. I guess I'll just open it. Treasures! Ooh, more deeds. That's like the thing that I need too. Awesome. Oh, come on, stop freaking out my other people. Let's get out of here before Boss Monster spreads his stress to other people more.
Yet be driven from our woods.
So, we got 3,000 gold, plus... So we got 5,100 gold, we got 6 deeds, and we got 4 crests. No, 6 crests, so... Yeah. Net gain overall. Boss Monster's level 2, fearful, unfortunately. What's he get, though? Wield... Oh, cool. Bonus scouting in the wield. Serene Eclipse gets reduction to disease resistance. It's really a bummer when you just get a negative one and no positive. Pitui's less resistant to bleeding, but better scouting in the ruins. And Ballot Boxer gets reduced crit, which I will never fix because that is such a non-problem for the healer to have. I'm sure I'll get over it, is what I'm saying.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Doesn't Ballot Boxer already have something else that's... I think the Ballot Boxer might already have another silly debuff too. Will only meditate... Oh yeah, minus damage. Yeah, minus damage and minus crit. And it's like, it's the healer. I'll manage. Alright, rearranging again based on experience a little bit. Boss Monster's ahead of people already. FSN Fanatic is now below Serene Eclipse. So these are the 3 newest people pretty much, is Serene, FSN, and Pitui. Pitui's a little older, I guess, but yeah. They're all leveled to 1 at least, and they've all gotten at least a couple of runs in. So, obvious problem here. Let's figure out how to treat Boss Monster. Do they have any specific rules about whether they're allowed to go? Oh, intense craving for alcohol, but will never drink. That's who Boss Monster is. I remember now. Well, the Crusaders are religious types, I believe, so let's go for whichever my cheapest option is here. I believe it's going to be the Cloister, but I'll check just to be sure. Yeah. Really, Flagellation's expensive. I thought I had treated Flagellation. Maybe there are always different costs from the get-go, though. I actually can afford to... I could have upgraded it. Oh, but then the next one is increasing slots. That's probably why I haven't upgraded it yet, because I'm not in super high demand for more slots. It's more so that I want, rather than more slots, what I really want is, lower cost. Alright, so here we're at the blacksmith. I can either upgrade our weapons or our armor smithing. I think I'm going to lead towards armor smithing for now. Weapons aren't such a huge upgrade. You do like 1 more damage and 1 more crit usually when you upgrade someone's weapon, but when you upgrade someone's armor, you often get like 3 to 5 hit points and like 3 to 5 dodge, and that's a nice combo.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
It means, for example, that upgraded Lord Verd can go from 10 dodge and 40 hit points to 15 dodge and 47 hit points. A gain of 5 dodge and 7 hit points seems like a pretty significant upgrade, so I am absolutely on board for that. Although we'll spend money accordingly. I'll generally only upgrade people when I'm about to send them on a mission, I think. So thanks for watching, guys. Like always, I think this might be long enough for an episode. I'll judge later, but I'm going to take a quick break.